Mimosa's in the house, put a drink in my mouth. And today, my special guest is a new queen to Dallas and a winner of Rising Star Talent Show, hosted at the Rose Room. Welcome, Sasha Slay. This is the first episode installment of my podcast series, Brunching with Mimosa, and is being released ahead of schedule, way ahead of schedule. Just wanted to dip my toes in the water real quick. Thank you so much and enjoy the show.
Cool. Oh, okay. Yes. Hey. Man, my intro just went out my head. Hi, welcome to Brunch with Mimosa. This is our very first podcast. I'm here with the lovely Sasha Slay.
Hi.
So Sasha and I did our first show on the same day. So this is like really special for me.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about first impressions.
Okay.
Because I know you weren't worried about me because you were in your head, but I was definitely worried about people around me because I'm just that cautious bitch.
Right.
But I was like, oh, this bitch has done this before. She's this is her she's a veteran. She's probably looking at me oh, what's this little girl doing over here with her
I was freaking out.
You really were. When I saw you, and I don't take everything I say as a compliment.
Yeah.
When I saw you and you told me how nervous you were, my nerves went down.
Really?
Immediately. Because I felt like I was alone. But the moment that you were oh no, this is my first time. And I'm like, this bitch looks hot as fuck.
Period.
And she's nervous? I'm good.
Well, I was nervous because it was my first time in front of a huge crowd. And it was my first time in
was
Dallas.
A huge crowd.
Right.
That was it was packed.
It was packed that night. It was
there was no free chairs.
Right. It was crazy, girl. And whenever I had peeped out the window, I was I need to make sure I'm not just stuck in one place. Because where I used to perform at, we didn't have a huge area. So we had one or two spots where you could really do anything. Everywhere else you was having to wiggle around chairs and try to maneuver your way around to collect your tips. But it was a big space and you had to use every single inch of that space.
At S4, there's too much space to use.
A lot of space. And I feel with S4, since there's so much space, it can get a little nerve-wracking just because, when queens practice, a lot of queens don't have that, kind of space to practice in. So it gets kind of almost overwhelming trying to figure out where you're going to go for your next minute.
Also, is this your boy hair?
It is.
It
is my boy hair.
I was that's a short little wig.
she lace front. She human. She's human. She's human.
Grown from the roots.
Right, grown from the roots. She's her own.
If you were gonna come chilled out, I would have not done all this. I'm over here oh, she's gonna come beat. I need to make sure to fix myself.
I literally just got off work, girl.
Work?
I had did my makeup this morning just so that way I had enough time to do any little touch-ups if I needed to come here.
I mean, you look good. You look fish.
Period.
You look fish.
Period.
You look like you're about to go back to your sorority.
Oh, not the sorority.
Kappa Delta? Was that a thing?
Oh my gosh, have you ever seen those TikToks where they're we're so happy you're here, and they open the doors and it's this big group of girls and it's a wall.
Oh, is it the Family Guy?
No,
meme?
it's I think it is.
I think it is.
Where
I know my
Peter's
Family Guy.
in the middle of
he's it's awful, don't join.
Right. Yes.
You went to S4. Okay, this girl brought a posse with her that night.
I did.
She brought the whole beauty supply store there. Yes. And we're not going to say the name because, we don't know. I don't want to get flagged.
Right.
But a very prominent, very well-known beauty store, makeup store. She brought the whole cast.
We did bring the whole cast. We brought the whole team.
The whole team.
Yes.
And we can do anything you don't want me to keep, we can blur out.
You're good.
So cute guy though.
That pissed me off. Can I cuss?
Oh, I just said like fuck like 3 times.
I wasn't even paying attention.
I want to set the standard right here. That way we're not like.
Yes. Okay. So we were talking for like a week, and then I had invited him to the drag show because I was wanting to meet him, and we hit it up.
Safety.
Right. Like you always want to meet in a public place. Safety first.
Not me. I'll be taking them to graveyards.
Girl, not graveyards. We finna do rituals over here.
Girl, there's one right in front of my apartment, and I always take them there. And if they pass the graveyard test, they good.
Period. But yeah, we really hit it off that night, and we were talking afterwards for a few days, and then out of the blue, he just like ghosted me, and so I was like,
he was cute.
he was cute, but some bitches.
You know why I remember him so well? Well, he tipped me.
He tipped you.
He tipped me.
He tipped me well. How much did he tip you?
I don't remember, girl. It was my first night. You're lucky
Really?
that
that was his first drag show he's ever been to. He says.
Yeah, he was like really nervous, but
Yeah.
like I thought he was gay because like he's like
Really?
tipping me,
Mm-hmm.
and like gays can have beard. I need to put my lipstick on because you know.
Right.
So yeah, no, he tipped me, and then I like, okay, so like, show me like, do like you're trying to give me $1, like with
Okay.
your hand. So I do this a lot. Here,
Mhm.
lower it because I'm a little okay. I
Okay.
do. And I did that to him,
Yes.
and it was like a little smirk, and I was like, "Oh, he cute, like, oh, was
He's
such a friendly
cute.
gay, like he really
really
like went
cute.
for it." And then
Right.
I was like, and then I saw you with him later, and I was like, "Ooh, is that her dad? Is that her brother?
Her dad.
Is
Did she
that-
look old? Was she looking kind of old?
Was he looking kind of old?"
Yeah. Was he looking kind of old?
I mean, these days, and you also look like you're 18, so it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't be talking because like even though I am almost 30, I still look like we could be in the same
You're
grade.
almost 30.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. I thought you were like 23.
Girl, I am 27, about to be 28 in January.
Period.
So, her friends here, one of my other really famous, like, I love this drag queen. I thought I was scared of her because, like, she also looked really good.
She was really polished that night.
She really was.
She was.
Oh my God. Like,
beat.
I remember what you look like. And then when I like show her here, so like I'm looking at her, but I remember what she looked like. And when I see her out of drag, I'm like, damn, like that's a whole boy. And then when she puts their makeup on, that's a whole girl. It was.
Girl, I'm here, y'all.
I was like, oh man, these girls. Oh, and they can both dance. Like I am not a dancing queen. I am a steps, whoosh my hands around, point at you. These girls can dance.
She got her sleeves on and she gonna move her sleeves.
That's what, girl. You know, that's exactly what I do.
Yes.
That's why I have all this,
She's
because
gonna
like
be a flow artist.
right there.
Period.
Mhm. So after that day, did you ever do drag before the big day? We're gonna like the second time that I saw you.
No, I kind of just worked on my birthday photos that I had did, and then I started putting all my time into that one look where I won. And
Okay,
that's
spoilers.
sorry, my bad. I mean, if y'all were there, y'all would know. But yeah, I had one S4, and that outfit I put a lot of my time into. So I didn't really have time to do really anything else, and just life be so busy sometimes.
So like, what do you do at your employment? Like, are you a makeup artist?
So I'm just, just a beauty advisor. Nothing too special, but
Okay, be careful with them titles, girl,
oh,
because
right,
then
right.
you can
Them
clock
titles.
where you
Them
be
titles,
at.
Them titles. Okay, I'm just an associate, but I mean, I don't have like a special role or anything. Whenever I was doing that, but I did get a promotion though. So
Did you transfer over, or did you get your
No.
job while you were here?
I got my job while I was here because before I moved to the Fort Worth area, I had worked at a coffee shop, and
Like a random coffee shop or the coffee shop?
the coffee shop,
Oh, okay.
the coffee shop of the gays and the theys and the girls, they gays and theys. I fucked that up so bad.
It's okay, girl. It's okay.
We can cut that out.
Ooh, ooh.
We can cut it.
I was hoping you weren't gonna actually take me up on an offer because that's editing. Okay, I'm back.
Not the lazy girl.
Girl, yes,
She-
100%.
Yes.
People are like, so like, what are you? What my mom? Okay, my mom, bless her heart, she tries to care. She's like, so what's the topic for your podcast? She does not sound like that. This is a like, real like, imagine like a bougie white girl, but just Mexican styled. So like, very much like she only knows what's going around her bubble and very like subtracted from like the rest of the world. But she's like, so what's going to be your podcast? Or she told me in Spanish, but whatever. She's like, what's going to be the theme of your podcast? And I'm just like, there's no theme. What are you talking about? It's two like queer people,
two cross-dressers
in a room
talking about random shit,
and that's more than enough.
Right.
Like, we're not straight. We don't have to try that hard when it comes to certain things.
Right. Being gay is already a personality trait.
Right there.
Yes.
My like toxic personality trait is being gay and being able to do anything I put my mind to.
Period.
So, okay. So after the first night, I met you at S4. By the way, this bitch, like, you almost won that night too.
I did.
And I was shocked. And I bet you were too.
I was low-key kind of, well, I'm gonna be honest. Some of the girls that went up there,
be careful, girl, because you gotta go back.
I know. I gotta go back. I would say everyone was kind of on the same level, low key, because
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, there were some girls out there that struggled a little bit, but I feel like everyone was low key on the same level. Everyone was really good that night.
So I think, okay, not me. I lost a shoe.
You were still good though. You were still good.
I think for my first time
it was
ever.
Your first time. You have to give yourself credit for at least going up. You were the first one to perform that night too, out of all the girls that performed.
First, yeah, I forgot about that.
You were the first one, and it was your first time performing. The amount of nerves that I would have had personally, I would have had a breakdown. Like,
that's my toxic trait as a Capricorn.
Oh, you're a Capricorn. Okay, what's your big three?
My big three?
Yes.
I think one is like Gemini and Libra. But I think the Libra might be like no, but I'm pretty sure there's either like a Gemini in there or a Cancer. I get confused.
Okay.
But very much like I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I don't want to do all that math.
Right.
You know, really funny. I'm like a very spiritual person, like tarot cards. I'm like a bruja, so like I'm very witchy. But I'm a really bad one because I don't learn anything. I like just keep everything on my laptop and like what are those? That Microsoft? The Excel sheets? Yeah, I keep them in an Excel sheets of like all the information that I need, and I just like use like Control F to like find what I need because I'm not gonna remember all that. I'm not like, this isn't the old times. We have technology, okay? You can be a tech witch too.
Right.
But, so yeah, no, it was like the very first time. I didn't know what to expect because like, you said that all the queens that were there were kind of all at the same level. And I'm like, I think when it came to like who we were, like what our drag is, there was nobody there questioning what they were doing.
No.
But they were definitely, like we all had like, I don't remember how S4 used to be because it's been a while. So this is like me being at S4 now. It's basically almost like it's like a brand new thing for me. So I think it was just a really good night for our first time. Because I did tell you, it was like, it's not always like this.
Right.
So either you consider yourself really lucky or you consider yourself very unlucky.
Right.
Because like when you came back, that wasn't also,
Right.
But when you came out, girl, right? I was already a fan from like the back, right? I'm your number one fan. Fuck whoever everyone says. I'm gonna follow you. Even if I become rich and famous, I'm gonna always remember you.
Always gotta remember the little people.
I always gotta remember the little people.
Yes.
One day you'll be asking me for favors.
Probably.
But
everybody asking everybody for favors.
I don't know why I do that. There's no sound. So basically like, you did Beyonce. You did a Beyonce mix, right?
I did.
From her like new album, Renaissance. Yeah. Okay. There's this move that you do that I love.
The little.
Yes, that.
Yes.
I gagged. I almost stole that from you. I was like, I'm gonna steal that. I love that. That's so cute. It's really distracting. If I can just put some like lights on my wrist too, I can basically do that. I was like so ready to like steal that whole thing from you because it was good. It was so well thought out, and you do your own mixes, right?
I actually have my mom do them.
Okay, like work.
Yeah, so she's actually really supportive of my drag, and I'll like always ask her like little tips and tricks that I can do, and she'll always kind of just guide me into, because she's seen drag shows in the past, so she knows what she's talking about when it comes to like how to captivate a crowd.
So that's awesome. I'm really bad at listening. I'm more of a talker.
You're good.
But I did hear what you said. It's like, I love that for you though. That's really good. Like, is she a young mom or is she like an old mom?
She's kind of an in-between. She's not like a super young mom, but she's not like a super old mom. Because I know...
You want to call her out? Want to call her age out?
I don't know if she... Because she's going to listen to this, so I don't know if she would want
Oh my God.
her
Knowing
age.
you, this episode's going to get so many views because you have such a supportive group of people around you.
Yeah.
So like, this might be like my hot, like, you know.
Well, I know Melissa's going to be posting this all over her story and all over her page. And then whenever she does it, I'm going to do the same. You know, we got to support people. Right, we got to support. We got to support. What was the question again?
Girl. Your mom's age.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's in her 40s. I mean, she's not,
okay.
She didn't have me super late. She didn't have me super young, you know.
What's super young mean?
Super young, I would probably say like 22.
Okay, yeah,
in between 18 and 22. That's really young because you're
I feel-
just now starting to become an adult. So why are you having kids?
I feel that if you're under the age of 25, you should not be conceiving children in this economy.
Because you are also still a child.
Very much.
I'm 20 and I still consider myself a child.
Oh, very much. I am
Yes.
27 and I'm like, you know, sorry, my
You're
tits
good.
are like...
Your tits are falling down.
Yes. The little that I have, they push down the bra.
My non-existent bitties.
Hey, women out there have tits too. No tits.
My negative A cups.
But yeah, no, I feel like if you're 25, I feel like if you're not in your 30s, you should not be conceiving children. And for the women out there who want to be like, well, I'm on a time clock, I'm like, girl, no one here nor there believes that's an actual thing. So if you're still living in like the 1980s, that's up to you.
Right.
Like, no one in the world is mature or capable of taking care of a child at 25.
I don't even want kids, to be honest. I don't think I could ever have kids. I can babysit somebody else's kids. No for you. Like,
I despise children. I don't despise children. I despise parents.
I don't despise children.
I'm a spiteful bitch.
I don't like them when they're like 5 below just because they're always crying. But like, if you're 5 and up, you know, I'll babysit your child, give them some ice cream, send them right on back. You know, all hyped up on sugar. No.
You're getting a melatonin. You're getting my PM gummies. And you're going to get 3 of those. And then when your parents come like, wow, you got them into bed. I'm like, yeah, I'm just really good at what I do.
Yes.
No, I don't dislike children. Children are cool. I like my siblings. They're like children. They're not even they're not even like in high school yet. They're pretty cool. I think like see, here's my problem. I am one of those like, you know, like in like online when like guys are like, if you want equal equality, I should be able to equally beat the shit out of you the way I would any other man. Right. And I'm like, okay, why do men want to beat up women? Why are we trying to hurt people?
I hate whenever people are like, men don't treat women how they used to anymore. And it's like, bitches back in 1939 talking about why is it already? Bow.
It's like your grandma fought for the right for you to go to work, and now you're complaining about that.
Right. Honestly, I don't want to work. I don't want to work.
Work? I don't work. This is work for me.
Who wants to work?
I think like if as long as it's drag related, I don't care because it's fun. Like
I would love to do drag full time. I would love to.
I don't think I want to do that full time. I think I want to do like anything that I do, but it has to involve drag.
Right.
So like if I'm like an assistant or like podcasting,
I could be an assistant. I can be a good assistant.
But yeah, no, I'm about the men thing. I'm like that with children. Like I treat them equally. Like, oh, you have emotions, you have self-autonomy. I'm gonna treat you like one, and when you make a mistake, I'm gonna make sure to like tell you that you're making a mistake. But it's like one of those things where it's like parents want to keep their children so bad that they don't ever like educate them on like what's going on. I'm like, that could not be me. My kid like does something bad, I'm gonna be like, what did you do? Did you think it like I'm full theses? I want you to write me a full thesis on why your actions are horrible.
3-page essay on why
college
you
level, MLA format,
5 pages, double spaced.
I want you to show your references.
Right, cite your sources.
Cite your sources. See, that's how I know you're a child.
Right,
because you remember that, and I could not remember that to save my life.
Do a whole header.
Very much.
Yes. Sign your name at the end.
Sign your name. And then we're going to tell everybody what you did.
Is due at 7 p.m. tonight.
7 p.m. tonight.
Yes.
This will count for, like, your allowance, you know?
Your allowance.
Well, like, you know, I don't know. See, not a parent. I don't know what I'm talking about, you know?
I'll grade my child's shit. Like, you got a D-.
Oh, it would be red all over.
Right, just red marks.
Like this 10-year-old kid just like stressing out over this essay.
That's why.
And you know I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah, it's just be like, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong.
But oh Jesus. I like to I use the same phrasing. I'd be like, I'll say something like, see, now that I want to say it, I can't say it. Segue sounds is what I call them is when I'm talking. So I'll be like, anywho, and I'll say that the whole time. Or I'll be like, you know what? I can't remember, and I'm going to try to remember. You tell me something.
Let's see.
I know what to talk about now. Okay, so when you came back, Sasha's shady.
She's shady.
She's shady. Because she had me talking to her for like a whole 10 minutes, acting like I didn't know who the fuck she was. And she was just like, she knew who I was. It's because, so she has this, the first time I met her, she had like a little heart on her nose. And I love that. So because it was like so like prominent that day, I just assumed that was always going to be there. Like my eyeshadows, it's always the same, just different colors, right? Keep it the same, you know, like a Trixie Mattel, like don't change much. I put like a different color and I'm like a different person. But so she didn't have that on. That was like her like marker. She doesn't have it on today either. But
I should have. I was thinking about it.
I mean, you should just get like a little stamp.
I should.
But yeah, I was talking to her. We have to, okay, so when you go to S4, it feels classy when you get to the back.
Yes.
But until then, I feel like a drowned, harassed rat in a pool of other like trends, like not cross-dressing people, because I do not feel glamorous at all. But when you get to the back, it does feel like we're doing something, right? So when we go into, oh, by the way, S4, known as Station 4, is a club in Dallas. They have like free, like, what's it called? Free advertisement. They have 6 bars. 6
bars?
Yeah, like inside.
Really?
Yeah, when you walk in, there's one to your left, there's one to your right.
Girl, I don't be walking around S4 like that.
Girl. It's because you can't come during the weekends.
True.
Because you're not 21 yet, right?
No.
Little got X's.
Actually, I did notice that you can actually remove those X's with makeup wipes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Sharpie, girl. It's not that serious.
Well, I'd be struggling to get them off.
Oh, I don't know. I have like, I don't have sweaty skin. I have oily skin. So like I produce like, I have a barrier at all times. It sucks. But when you go to S4, there's like 2 bars, one to your left, one to your right. And there's one at the very back. And then there's one at the opposite of that. So that's 4. Then there's one upstairs, the Rose Room bar. And then across, adjacent from that, is the other one. But no one ever goes to the other one because normally that's like, if you ever do like a pageant there, that's like the dress up area because it's too much to be in the back area, right?
Yeah.
So we have in the at the S4 club, which I like to say it's the only real club in Dallas. Everywhere else is just like a bar that like it's slightly bigger, but like S4 is truly like the 1990s, what I imagine a club to be.
Right.
And they have an elevator. So I love that. But up in S4, they have this stage area, and it's like huge stage. Like it's not like a little bar; it's really big, and it's called the Rose Room, where we have like you know the main cast of the Rose Room, as well as on Thursdays. It's basically open mic, but we have like competition. So once a year, I think around October, they have the Rose Room pageant. Right. And that's where like Lady Coco
Yeah.
which she's gonna be on the podcast hopefully.
Yeah.
Lady Coco won this year, so she's our current reigning rising star.
I thought that was back in August or September. Is it not?
October,
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
When do we perform?
We performed in August. The first time we performed together was August. I remember them backstage talking about the lip sync for the crown for Rising Star. Because they had just found out about like what the song was going to be. And that was the first night we had performed. So isn't it around that time?
It's before fall. That's all I know.
Yeah, so it'd be like August.
I thought it was October.
Because we performed in August the first time.
And I think it happened after that.
Yeah, like almost immediately after that.
We're not going to agree on this.
No.
We're just going to say it's August.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
so
September.
Somewhere September.
In the middle.
September.
In the middle.
So
Right
somewhere around September, they have
Right.
the Rising Star pageant, which is like where the main, like when you win this, you get to come to the Rising. Okay. Anyway, let me talk about something else and then go back to this. So that's an actual pageant, and it's basically kind of like there's no like actual title when it comes to it, but it's definitely like a way to kind of get into the groove of everything, because like they go hard. They go really hard.
Yes.
I actually know a couple of them that were up there. Actually, the lady who helped she's like younger than me. The drag, one of the drag queens who like kind of like gave me like that extra push that I needed to like do drag was actually performing that night. And she was one of the 4 finalists.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like really surprised she didn't win. But like from what she was telling me in the back, she's like, I was rushing to get this through. And I was like, you know what, girl, you should try it next year, because you know her like talent was like a Wendy Williams like impersonation thing.
Wendy Williams.
It
She's
was
iconic.
so good.
Yes.
Like her name's Acadia Nicole Davenport.
She sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm. She's been there in the back. She's like super hot and skinny, super femme looking. But Acadia's like Wendy was so good. Like her movements were so good. She had like these big like honkers.
Like,
it was
P-shaped body.
it was
Yeah.
very much, and she's so petite. She's smaller than you.
Really?
Very petite. She's a woman.
Oh, she's a woman. Like,
Yeah, she's the girl from Pose. She's like, what's her
Okay.
name? Electra.
I never watched that show.
Oh, okay. You're not a good gay.
I didn't know you had to watch certain shows to be gay.
If you haven't seen Queer as Folk, you're not gay enough. Get at my level, darling. Get at my level. Yeah, you need to watch Queer as Folk, because like that was like what most people like kind of grew up on. Oh, no, I'm not gonna tell
I
you.
grew up on Glee.
Gross. Glee was
we had Kurt.
Yeah,
We had Kurt.
very performative gay.
Yes.
So queer as folk is only about gays. Like the main cast is gays. The only people who are not main cast is like the this ally mom who's like older and has been about the community since the beginning, and then like there's like this young twink like character named Justin and his homophobic parents, right?
Okay.
So like those 3 are like the only like straight people in the show, and it's on HBO Max, but I won't tell if you like illegally stream it. But no, you should watch that. I think like Glee was very performative, and it doesn't like highlight anything of anything.
No.
Like the black girl, Mercedes, yes, she's gayer than Kurt. Like she does drag.
Yeah.
Like that's drag. Kurt was like the worst stereotype of like a twink that could exist.
Yes.
And he's a theater gay, and they all are kind of like that.
I was a theater gay.
Okay, I was a choir gay, so I can talk shit about theater. We're cousins,
Yes.
so
Cousins 3 times removed.
3 times removed.
Hey guys, just taking a quick break to remind you that you can come watch us perform live at the Rose Room inside Station 4, also known as S4, in Dallas, Texas. And follow me at Mimosa Was Taken on any platform, and follow Sasha at Sasha Slays _1 on Instagram. That's Sasha Slays _1 on Instagram. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
But okay. So on Thursdays, right? outside of the pageant, they have the Rising Star show. I don't know why I'm talking to you. Like, it's for them. It's for them.
It's for them.
So on Thursdays,
It's for the audience.
it's for the audience. For the 3 people that are gonna watch this.
I'm gonna do some ASMR.
Oh, can you do? I'm gonna like. We're gonna go like ASMR. So
Okay.
I've always wanted to do that. So basically, they just have like the Rising Star show, which is basically open mic, and you either have to win the Rising Star show, or you have to do it like so many times that you qualify to actually do the pageant. And this bitch qualifies now. So she won, and I don't know if you remember, I was so excited for you.
Yes.
I was like joyed for you. I was like, oh my God. Because I thought you were going to win that first night, which would have been iconic.
Iconic.
It
She comes in.
Yes, it would have
Brand
been.
new bitch in the Dallas scene, and she's already winning.
Yes. But that was your second time and you won.
Yeah.
And I was not surprised. Like, if anybody was surprised, they didn't share you the first go around.
Right.
But that night, I don't even remember. Like, you did really good. Right. But you always like, you know how to captivate an audience. Who you are off stage is not who you on stage. Who you also like, low key, you look, I say this with love, but you look so serious on stage.
Really?
Like, it looks like you're.
That's what a lot of people say is I look really serious on stage.
I think like, whatever your body is showing, your face needs to show it too.
Mm-hmm.
But like, other than that, like, I'm nitpicking.
Yeah. I think I just kind of get this serious face because like, I want to have like good like, action shots, you know, where my body's like elegant but still like not have any face creases. Yeah, still gonna look good.
I mean, it's dark in there. Most people can't even see us.
But you have a giant ass spotlight on your fucking forehead.
It makes us look like flat.
Yes.
That's why I
always look
contour so heavy today.
Yeah, like Melissa, she was over here telling me like I need to add more blush and contour because those lights really washed me out. No, like after the first time I performed, I was going back and looking at pictures, and she was right because like I was looking real washed out. Like if you don't blush and contour, you will look washed out because it's a white light on your face the whole entire time.
So you either
unless you go to the back, but no one goes to the back unless you don't know the words.
So like basically. Well, I don't know. Is that a thing? Do people go to the back when they don't know the words?
Yeah, that's a thing.
See, I don't choose a song that I don't know.
Some girls, they be going out there and just doing random ass songs and not even know the words. Like, bitch, how the fuck you gonna do a whole performance to a song you don't even know?
I'm not gonna lie. She has a vape over there, and I've been like thinking about it this whole time for
Me too.
the whole 30 minutes she's been here. I've been like, oh, I really want to hit that vape.
Sam, can we take a hit?
Come here, baby. Unless you don't want to be seen by the cam. Hey, this is here.
This is Melissa
Hi,
Major.
y'all.
Out of drag.
Out of drag.
But with her nails, and we're in
her
drag.
nail body,
and
yes. We got our crusty finger. ASMR.
So we're definitely going to be having Melissa, and then we'll have Sasha sitting in the corner.
Yes, so we'll be doing the same thing, but reverse.
Reverse, basically.
Reverse.
I do want to like do like a bigger, because Daniel's won too, and so has Lady Coco, obviously.
Okay.
So like I was like, oh, whoever wins, I really
Yeah.
want to bring them up here. But like sometimes we get like people like Colby Davenport. Right? She's hot. I love her. I'm a huge Davenport fan. I've been a huge
The
Davenport fan.
Davenport family is huge.
Massive.
Massive.
They're like the Clintons
right.
of drag.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, the masses. So did you know that Calexis is like the Davenport mom? Like she invented the Davenport?
Really?
You didn't know that? You've been sitting next to that lady this whole time?
I did
Oh,
not.
education.
I'm a bad drag queen.
You're a bad gay. Let me
bad
educate
gay.
them. Let me educate the children today.
I'm a bad gay.
Okay. Most people don't know this either, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Calexis Davenport is one of the main girls, like the main cast of the Rose Room, right?
Okay.
She's Kennedy Davenport's mom.
Really?
Yeah, she is like the CEO of the Davenports. She invented the Davenport family. Like without her, the Davenports would not exist. Without her, there'd be so many like drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race that wouldn't even be here kind of situation. So like she's like OG kind of situation.
Well, I was very closeted most of my life. Here you go. So I'm not.
No one
really...
believes that.
Okay, look, you can believe what you want, but it's true. It's
Give
true.
me your
It's
boy.
true.
What's your boy voice?
I don't really have like a boy voice because like I just be talking, but I mean, I wasn't really like into all the regular things that the gay community was into, like Drag Race. I did not grow up watching Drag Race. Like the last years when I just started watching Drag Race, which is whenever I first started drag.
Okay, this is the worst first episode.
This is the worst first episode, low-key. I don't know.
I will say it from the sideline.
Come over here. Come over here so they can hear you.
Let me tell the camera actually.
Because I'm not gonna do that thing that Trixie does, where like Ryan's in the back.
Y'all, I literally told her to go watch Drag Race UK, and she told me there's a UK version. She barely started watching it. It's been out since 2019.
Okay, can we talk about how nice her eyebrows look though?
Oh, thank you.
They look good.
I get them
She
done.
just got them done.
Yeah.
They look
I wish I
good.
had her eyebrows.
Girl,
I would have
you
to paint my
could.
eyebrows on.
You could have eyebrows. You have thick, nice eyebrows that you
Yeah.
can shape them whatever you want. It's better to have more than none.
Right.
Yeah, but I was just gonna tell her, like,
I
literally,
had
y'all.
to move to shape your
Yeah,
eyebrows.
literally, when I tell y'all, I had to literally give her my Wow Presents Plus account just for her to get on and watch.
Supporting the queen.
Like, she literally is watching season 4 right now, which really, mindfully, you shouldn't even be watching season 4 unless you go back and watch from the start. You should be watching from the start.
Those UK girls, you camp. The UK girls know how to camp.
Yeah.
And you want to know something? I'm trying to get her to watch Dragula so bad because she likes
Oh, I love Dragula. If I could go on Dragula, I would. For the Dragula is literally Fear Factor. Do you remember Fear Factor? Are you
do.
old enough? Okay,
I do.
It is Drag Race plus Fear Factor. That one of the women who I forgot which season it was, but it's the one with the cis girl. She had cheese all over her boobs. Well, one of the contestants for Dragula was the first like drag show like on TV that allowed a cis person to be on there that isn't gay, and so she did like her drag art, right? And they had her eat spiders on the first as like
Spiders?
yeah. So what they do is basically regular drag race, right? But it's spooky drag or like alternative drag.
Yeah.
Don't come for me if I don't have these correct categories, okay? Obviously, I'm not a Dragula queen. I'm definitely more of a RuPaul queen. But what they do is like they all do spooky ooky stuff, right? And whoever is the bottom two, they don't lip sync for their lives. They have to do a scary thing like skydiving, being submerged underwater.
See, she was telling me about that because she was telling me about Pinche Queen.
Oh, is that the drag king? Who
No,
does?
no, PJ Queen. She's like the pork chop of Dragula. She went home first on the very first season.
Damn. Okay. Also, they have drag kings too, by the way. That's what Dragula's cool.
Yeah.
She's literally.
Is she Latina?
I think so. Yeah. She literally is right there on the strip with us. She always does roundup.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now. Yes, she was on Dragula.
Yeah, girl.
Oh,
It's
my
just,
tits are probably
It's
showing.
just a lot of
Okay.
people don't remember her. Like she'll even say it herself. A lot of people don't remember her because she went home first on the
Word.
very first season.
But we remember pork chop. Like,
But Drag Race was something where RuPaul's name Dragula just came out of like the clear blue sky. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it started off very low production.
oh, and it was so hard to watch Dragula. Like, to find it, like, anywhere. I don't even know where to watch it. Like, I would Shudder. I know they have it on
It's
Shudder.
on Shudder, and I think it's on AMC. I think.
Oh, the
The straight
Walking Dead.
people.
The Walking Dead
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, but it's on Shudder for sure. I'm trying to get her to watch. Literally.
Girl, are you watching Canada? Oh, you cannot.
Literally
You
started watching because I told her to watch.
do not watch Canada. Stop watching Canada. I need you to go watch their original season, their All-Star season, and then go to Canada because I'm rooting. Like, if y'all see this, Silky Nugget Ganache, she's my girl, and I've loved her from the very beginning. Raja, love her too, and then Vanity Milan, I love her.
Raja deserves to win though.
Honestly, like This will, if one of those girls win, this will be like the first person of color to ever win like Canada's Drag Race. And I'm not gonna say anything because just in case I ever do go on Drag Race, they're not gonna be like, we don't want that girl. She talked too much crap about Canada's like franchise. But no, Canada's Drag Race. This did you watch the first episode?
I did.
It's good.
It's good.
It's real good.
It is really good.
That little Raja's like verse where she was like it's my time, let me get on time, when she did that, it was so good. I can't do it justice. I'm not gonna repeat it, but like I love, those are my three favorite queens. When I saw like Silky, Nutmeg Ganache, and Raja were on the same season and also the same all-star season, and now for the third time, if one of those two bitches does not win, it's rigged. It's rigged.
It's rigged.
Also, like, the reason why it's so important to watch the other episode was because Silky did not have a good, like, people did not like Silky for, like, not homophobic, for racist reasons. They very much, like, gave her, like, the aggressive black woman, like, title during that thing, and then, like, the fans came for her kind of situation, which I knew it was going to happen because she was, you know how sad it was to watch Silky literally be less of who she was on her All-Star season because she was trying to, like, pull back,
be a people pleaser.
And I was just like, where is Silky? Why is she so quiet? And then now to be able to see her again on Canada versus the World, I'm like, that's
she
Silky.
better not hold back.
She's not holding back. She's who she is. She's unapologetic. She's not worried about what the nobodies have to say. And I'm just like super excited to have her on my screen. The reason why Silky is so iconic, on her All-Star season, she got eliminated pretty early on, which also I think was rigged. And what ended up happening was this. They had a full episode of Silky lip syncing back to back to back to back because every that was the game within a game, was the whole concept of like, oh, like the two queens who are left get to like lip sync to come back for another season. I also believe that Silky should have been able to come back. I love Eureka. I feel like both of them should have been able to come back because that BS that they pulled in this last season of Drag Race with 6 top, why couldn't we have a 6 top in All Stars?
Right.
I feel that the energy that they give out to like Drag Race, like regular seasons, they should give it to the All Stars because these girls come like, they come. But sorry, see, you shouldn't have mentioned Drag Race because then I'm gonna go like on like, I know everything about Drag Race. Like I watched them from like BB, like from the very first season all the way on. Like
when they were on Logo. Girl.
When they were on Logo and they had that horrible filter.
Season
Also,
1 filter?
I'm gonna be honest. I know there are some people that didn't like the all winners setup or whatever.
No, I loved it.
I loved it because there were no queens that were going home, so you got to see every queen's look that they had prepared for that season.
Now, I don't want that to be the regular season because you know how hard it would be to be on Drag Race and then you're doing so poorly the whole time and to continuously have to stay on Drag Race. You know, I think that at a certain level, like if it
All Stars,
like,
I feel like they should do that for.
So I definitely, I agree. But what I think they should do in general, right, is the first half of the season until they get to 6 contestants, it should be like the girls go home. But when they get to 6 finalists, then they should start doing like
the badges.
Fight for the like the crown. Like, oh, you thought no, you need to fight for it now. That would be a game within a game.
Anything was messed up was season 3 of All Stars whenever Trixie won.
Hey,
Shangela.
No. Okay. I love Shangela. Trixie won because she was chosen to win.
She was
picked by the cast.
But Shangela should have won.
Okay, you know what? Shangela technically did do. Shangela, yeah, she gave.
She did the best.
She gave.
She did the best.
Let's be more realistic here. Y'all are naming 2 people. I think Asha should have been at the end. And she should have
100%. Yes.
Literally,
yes.
right now, Aiden, Sasha. We're not going to use her boy name. Sasha.
Girl, when she said Aiden, I'm like, who is she talking to?
Who are my top 3 favorite queens? Name them right now.
She likes Aja. What is that? Fuck, I forgot her name. I'm blanking. I know it. She went first. She was the first to go in her season, and she just walked off the stage. She didn't do like her little like moment where she walks to the back of the runway and then says her little thing.
Is it the UK girl?
No, she was on regular Drag Race season.
Can I get like a first letter?
D.
I'm blanking.
Is it like
Dahlia
Dahlia Sins? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I agree. I feel like Dahlia should be allowed to go back on RuPaul's Drag Race
Yes.
because it would be really hard to like lose and then to not have to do that. I have like, I fantasize because like when I go on RuPaul's Drag Race, realistically, I expect to get to Snatch Game,
Yes.
and that's what I expect to knock me out, right?
That's what I expect to knock me out as well.
The Snatch Game because I am not an impersonator at all, and I can't do accents. Well, I can do a country accent, but that's about it. But other than that, oh yeah, it's because see, when I was a child, I was raised in Mississippi.
She
so
gonna do Dolly Parton.
oh,
Shania Twain.
I don't know much about her though. I would have to do research.
Dolly's easy. You can do Dolly.
I could probably do Dolly.
Yeah.
I'm white enough to like put enough white makeup and people wouldn't know the difference. But no, see the thing about Dolly though, not Carrie. I'm getting mixed up with my beautiful trans women. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot her name. Anyway, the last person to do Dolly on Snatch Game on an all-star season, right? Mm-hmm. She was the winner. Oh, Kylie Sonique Love.
Yes.
Or just Kylie something. Sonique. Anyway, yeah. She changed her name like mid-season. I can't remember her original name. She was on, I believe, to be on season 2 or
Sonique.
Kylie Sonique Love. Her Dolly was pretty good. Mm-hmm. But the thing about Dolly, she's not just country. She has a really high, I want to say helium it's really hard to do like a country accent plus like a super high one. Mm-hmm. So I know what I can. I know my capabilities, and my capabilities will not do that poor lady justice.
She's not a soprano.
She's not. I'm barely a baritone. So, but back to the like Trixie winning, right? I justify it because because it was a band season. Bendela was gonna win.
It was set up for Bendela Cream.
It wasn't set up. That bitch would have won. And you know what? I'm really upset she didn't stay because you know how awesome it would have been to have an all-star season with Ben and Jinx.
It would have been over.
It would have been over. Like those other girls would have not succeeded. But
if Snatch Game with them too, iconic.
Because even if Shangela would have won, it doesn't matter who would have won. People would have been like, oh, she didn't deserve it. Or the other girls were like, oh, she did deserve it. Like, yada, yada, yada. I love Shan. If Shangela would have won, if BB would have won, I would not have been okay with that. But if Shangela would have won or literally even Kennedy, like if any other girls would have won, I would have been okay with them because like I do got to support Kennedy Davenport. She is a Dallas queen. Yes. I love Trixie because I just do. Because Trixie really did go on her season and like said, F drag, I'm going to do what I want to do. And even though it wasn't that good at that season, it was like doing something different. Also like season 2 of All-Star season 2 had the best story, right? Season 3 had too many good like drag queens. It honestly could have been anyone's game.
Nothing will ever beat Alaska's meltdown on season 2. Whenever she thought she was going to go home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when she thought Katya was gonna send her ass home,
and then like Katya's like, party,
right?
Also, like it's like iconic that like Adore,
I love
left,
Adore.
And then like Bendela did it. Like it's hard to outdo someone who did what you did in the season prior to it because like Adore really was like, this isn't what I thought it was gonna be, and I'm like, work. Like, did you not see season 1? Like, it was really gonna be you didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But like, I love Ben. Like, I like Jinx more. I'm not gonna lie. I love Jinx, but like something about like being bullied and watching someone being bullied on screen.
Right.
But yeah, no, like Ben. That's why I'm like, season 3 felt like a fever dream.
Yes.
And like back to what was said, I do feel like Aja was asked to leave way too soon. Also, you know who else? Fifi O'Hara. Yeah, her blue, like anime inspired.
Jeremy, known as Jeremy now.
Jeremy, I'm sorry. I can't keep up. I can barely keep up with these queens, let alone their real names or like their new names or like not their new names. Like for real? She's never doing drag again?
She's done.
Fifi, if you're watching this, come back. Cause I loved you. And if Tyra Sanchez James is coming back to drag, you can too. Sorry, part of the thing about vaping is I like holding it.
It's like a comfort thing.
It is a comfort thing.
If you don't vape, you won't.
So what's Fifi's name? So Jeremy, I love Jeremy. I love Jeremy from the very beginning. It's because I guess when I watched reality TV in my head, it's just reality TV. Like it doesn't like it's not real. And I understand that when I'm watching, and I wish that everybody else could like get on the same program with me about that, because it's just supposed to be good TV. And Jeremy had some good art, and his music is really good. I like Jeremy a lot. I would watch. I mean, like, I think, you know, it's never too late to come out of retirement. And I would appreciate it. Even Tyra Sanchez, like, I think that, like, Tyra Sanchez was in a weird, like, era of, like, drag. And she was very, like, I'm pretty sure she said, like, she's dealing with her own demons. And it's like, you know what? Who's else been, like, or I think the only person who survived being a villain of Drag Race is Willem. She's the only one who, like, really was able to, like, show us the worst thing possible. Okay, say what you gotta say, and I'll just cut it off if it's bad.
No, but I was just gonna say, like, girl, like 15 minutes left, and y'all been talking about.
Oh, I mean, who cares? She's coming. Sasha's coming.
We got time right here.
We got time. It's okay. I mean, like, okay, well, okay, she is right though. Okay,
we need to talk about something else.
She's gathering us. She's
gathering
us.
us.
I just know I'm behind the scenes and I can't be saying like much, but
I mean, like, you're right though. This is about Sasha.
it.
This isn't about Drag Race.
Right.
I told you once I start talking about. Don't mention Drag Race next time. But no, Sasha won. Okay, let's just get to the point, because I'm like really bad at like narrating when it comes to stuff like that. Sasha won the second time she's ever done the Rose Room, and I want you to talk about, in the last 10 minutes, I want you to talk about how it was, because when you win the Rose Room, like during like the Thursdays like show, you have to come. You don't have to, but you can. You're expected to come back the next week as a guest performer. And when you do the Rose Room regularly, you do one song. If it's a really, really short night, you might have to do 2. But you had to do 3 that night. How was it?
Girl, I was tired. I gave it my all in the first one, and then in the second one, well, my wig actually started slipping off in the first one halfway through. So if y'all were there, you see me holding my wig, and a lot of people were like, were you scared it was going to come off? Like, no, girl, it was coming off. And then I was in the back struggling, trying to get my wig, because my head was all sweaty, and I was trying to get my wig secure. And then I couldn't really do much on my second one, because I didn't really have it secured, so I didn't want it flying off, even though
You need to do slow and sensual.
I do, but I'm just not a slow and sensual queen. Like, I like to dance.
No, I'm talking about like when you have to do yeah, it's fine.
She's covering up.
It's fine. My hair, I'm Godiva over here. Let me just like, okay, anyway.
Turn away.
Turn her away. No, when you do 3 songs like that, you need to have a little bit of variety.
Yeah. And that's what I tried to do. I tried to do like a really upbeat song, my first one, because where I used to perform, it would be like a booking, and then, you know, each girl would do 2 songs. So I would always do like
Not 2. I can barely do 1.
It was a lot. And there weren't a bunch of queens that would perform, so you didn't get a lot of time in between performances to like change outfits, fix your makeup, fix your hair. So you had to be quick with it. And so I would always do.
It prepared you for this.
It prepared me for this a little bit. I would do a slow song first, just because I didn't want to get all hot and sweaty before the last number. And then I would do like an upbeat song. But at the Rose Room, you want to do an upbeat. If you win, you want to do an upbeat song, the first one, because that's when the most people are going to be there. You're like one of the first ones to perform. And there's a lot of people that think drag has to be this big extravagant dance, like you have to buck, kick, do the splits.
Oh, the Texas Roundup.
Yes, but a lot of I do know a lot of people don't tip queens that do slow songs, and
I don't know what you're talking about. I get tipped every time.
I've noticed quite a bit of queens that do slow songs don't get tipped a lot. And that's sad.
I do feel sad about that, because I go, okay, so these are my songs: Lily Allen, The Fear, About You Now by the Sugar Babes, the original, not the Miranda Crossgrove one, for the ones out there who are uneducated about music. And those are my two main songs. When I do those songs, I always get tipped, and it's because it's nostalgic for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nostalgic for me as well. But you got to be smart about the songs you're picking. Like, I want to go out there and do some Japanese songs, and I did do Japanese songs, and that was the day that I barely got tipped. I got like $10. But
People don't tip like they should.
they don't, and it doesn't cost anything to bring $1.
Right.
Especially because like S4's like alcohol is not that expensive.
If everybody just brings like $5 bills for each queen, if you can.
Okay, that's
Like
asking too much, girl.
if it's a small.
I feel if everybody brings $20 and gives every girl $1,
yes,
that we would all leave that day with a minimum of $20 that day.
Yeah.
Tip us, please. Bring us $1, and if you're gonna say that I was your favorite and you didn't give me $1, I'm gonna remember that. But how excited were you?
I was really excited. I was kind of stressing though because you have to come up with 3 different concepts.
No, you don't.
I mean, yes and no, because you don't want to like bring the same stuff that you've been bringing.
But here's the thing. No one's going to remember. I'm doing the same thing. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have not worn the same outfit at S4, and I've been going every week. I'm sewing a new outfit, right? This is one of the ones that I wore.
Yeah.
So like, I'm going to wear this to the podcast, and I get that, but don't. I know you want to. I want to too. It's so hard. I get it.
Right.
But you don't, like, they will not remember. You like have your one slow song because you're not going to get tipped anyway. Right?
Yeah.
Like, we can agree on that.
Right.
So have your one slow song, keep that one song going, and then always remember that one song, and you can do anything. And because the thing is, like, if you're gonna talk about like, if it was a pageant, sure, but it's the Rose Room kind of situation, and you're a guest coming back, people will come back to see you do the same number. Like, you're okay. So I'm a little stupid because I don't get a lot of things that people do. For a very long time, I didn't understand why white drag queens, I want to touch this so bad. Like, you're right. So I don't understand why drag queens dress up as Poison Ivy and do Toxic by Britney Spears. I never understood it. I was like, oh, okay, I guess Britney Spears hot, and I guess like so is Poison Ivy is also hot, and I also love Britney. It's free Britney, hashtag free Britney.
She is free.
Well,
she's been
free. She needs to be freer.
I mean, her parents don't have any control over her now.
Yeah, but like, she's still like, a lot of her assets are still controlled by like companies and firms.
True.
That's all I know. I am not a legal person, even though I have worked in a law firm.
Yeah.
But I didn't get it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I love it. I mean, it's hot. It's cool. I just realized, because Poison Ivy is toxic.
Right. Her kisses are toxic.
Yes. And I didn't get that. And it wasn't.
There's the lyric with the taste of your lips.
Mm-hmm,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever she.
Can you do it? Like,
do what?
Can you sing?
God, no.
I can only
do not ask me to sing.
I can't sing.
I will make your ears bleed.
I can't sing pop music, but I can do like old fashioned like mariachi music. So like, my grito is like pretty good. Do you know what a grito is?
Girl, I'm white.
Okay, the grito is like, this is what it is. That's a grito.
Okay.
So when it comes to like traditional Mexican music, I can sing that really well. I just have a voice of Paquita de Barrio, which I know you don't know who that is either.
No.
But she's iconic. Paquita de Barrio hates all men, and she sings about hating all men. She's the Taylor Swift of like Mexico, but just much, much older. But anyway, basically, we're definitely gonna have you back because I talked a lot.
You're good.
I'll probably do something with Never mind. I don't remember what I'm trying to say.
She blanked.
She blinked. She did. Blank surface. But
it's loud out there. It's loud out there.
Yeah.
At the studio.
I mean, I'm sure they have like some software. Yeah. But I'm really excited to see you back on stage.
Yeah. I'm ready to go back out there. I just kind of want to take a break, save up some coin.
I will make you an outfit.
Period. Well, I already have an outfit. It's gonna come out soon from Juana DeMarco. She got me an outfit, so I'm excited to bring that out.
Nothing else you want to say about it?
I mean, it's gonna be puss. It's
gonna
gonna
be
be puss as
puss.
fuck.
Yeah,
It's gonna be puss. It's gonna be puss. I'm ready.
Have you picked a song yet?
I have, but I can't say it.
You can't say it.
I
No, you
can't say it
can't.
until I perform it.
Is it a new song or an old song?
I just kind of, I was listening to Spotify and I just kind of hit shuffle and it popped on. I was like, this is the song I want to do. And that's
you
how
actually
most of
could
my-
say it because by the
Yeah.
time this is edited and posted, it's going to be months from now because I want to finish at least 6 episodes before I do it. But I'm not going to bully you into saying it. But because of that, I wanted to say this. There's a song called F You in My Head or something like that.
Okay.
You heard it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's really good because it's basically talking about like, I wanna fuck you in my head.
Okay.
And I have another. Sorry, because it's like I have ADHD. Promise you.
Girl, same. Girl, same.
I promise you, I'm not this rude.
You're good.
Because at S4, I'm a lot more reserved than I am
Yes.
like here. You're the same.
I'm very much the same.
I'm a very salty bitch, and I'm trying so hard not
She
to
can
be
be a little
that.
shady. She can be a little shady.
I mean, my name is Mimosa, not
Tequila sunrise.
not tequila and rice. A little bit of sweet supposed to be good,
Right.
But I have this dress and it's gonna be floral inspired, and I'm waiting to wear it for spring, right? Because like I want to make a mix where
I love floral drag. That's my thing.
See, my
all
whole
things flowers.
my like aesthetic is like teenage dream, like what you like editorial fashion, but what you thought editorial fashion was when you were a teenager.
Period.
Like teen magazine kind of editorial. But I have this floral thing, and I want the mix to start with like florals for spring, groundbreaking, and then I'll reveal right when it says like how unfortunate. And I want to take the clip from like The Devil Wears Prada, the clip from Aja's performance from All Stars 2, and then mix those together, and then like just pick a song that kind of goes with the beat.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet, but that's the plan. And I don't think I'm gonna do. I say I'm gonna do it, but that's work.
It is work. It's work.
Don't worry, we still got a few more minutes.
Okay. Don't want to go over.
But oh, I love having you around. Like being around. Give me a second. You're that sexy sign. You're a Virgo, aren't you?
How did you know?
Because I'm a Capricorn, and I can tell an ethereal bitch from a mile away.
A lot of people, like when they're guessing my sign, they're like, "Oh, you're an Aquarius, aren't you?" I'm like, "No."
Aquarius are mean.
Yeah.
Virgos are nicer.
Well, they can be nice, but if
I said nicer.
right, I can be honest, and some people think it's hurtful, but
Well, I think like Aquarius and Virgos have like that same vibe where it's like very much like people are drawn to you, but it's always at a surface level. So as a sign, you have to like filter out the people that you bring in because everybody wants to be your friend, but not everybody is friend materials, right?
right.
So the difference though is Aquarius usually have a lot more energy than Virgos do.
Well, when you get to like know me like on a personal level and outside of drag, like just day to day, I can, be kind of wild. I like to go out, do things. But when I'm around like a new setting, I'm very reserved and I'm like scanning.
As you should.
And I scan the room, I don't like to do too much to cause a scene. I just kind of like to be to myself at first. And then once I get the vibe,
Oh yeah, I agree. I'm the same way. I mean, like I'm so different.
Right.
Like, at least I hope I am. Because if I'm trying to be sweeter while I'm up there.
Right.
But it's
You
because
gotta be
like
the people pleaser.
you do. I 100. I am a Capricorn. We please people. That's what we do. And if we don't please you, that means we don't like you. So there's that.
Yep.
But very much no. It also because like there's so much personality back there. So like what an alpha, beta, and omega is like personality types.
Like Andrew Tate.
No, not that.
Like-
so like if you're an alpha, you're high energy and you're in control of the situation. If
Yeah.
you're a beta, you follow the alpha. I'm an omega, which is I'm both. I fluctuate. So
Okay.
right now I'm the alpha and you're betaing, right?
Yeah.
But like at S4, we're both betas.
Right.
Well, at least, you're really reserved and quiet.
Yeah. It's kind of a thing. It happens.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm not complaining about it. I just want everybody to know that we're friends, though. Okay.
Yes, we're friends.
We're friends, okay?
Okay.
Because like people really do talk to you, right? And like they
Yeah.
they always want to like do stuff with you and stuff like that.
Right.
And I'm just like, my issue that I've always had this is that I'm really close friends with everybody. Like not everybody, I'm sorry. Everybody that I'm friends with, I'm usually really close to them. But because I'm so like reserved,
Right.
people don't know that we're friends. So like
Right.
honestly, like we could be friends for a whole year, and then a drag queen would like Kiki with you all the time, and then like not know that we're friends, and then talk shit about me, and you're just like uncomfortable, like, oh, I like her and know
Earrings are
her.
falling off.
Oh, you wore earrings?
I did.
You didn't. You wore earrings, but you didn't do contour. Nice.
There's not. Did I not contour?
I mean, this
Not a
is gonna
lot.
white us
No.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, this
should've
light is
contoured
really
more.
bright. You should have saw it before. We had all the lights on in here, and
Yeah.
it was not giving me what I wanted to give.
No.
I need to bring my other light, and I also want to do like an orange, not an orange light, but a yellow light. That way, it's like
Warms us up a little bit.
It warms us up 100%.
Because I'm probably gonna look pasty as fuck.
Probably.
That's my
I'll-
other
I'll put-
stage name, Pasty Diamond. You ever see me on the pole? You hear Pasty Diamond? That's me.
Don't worry, girl. I'll give us the season 1 RuPaul's Drag Race logo filter.
Yes.
Especially during the time that we talked about Drag Race, I'll just put that filter on there.
Right.
I'm sure it's somewhere out in the internet. But we are at our time.
No.
I'm sorry for everybody because I spoke over. You will come back. We'll do
come
a 3.
back. We'll-
We'll do an
yes.
interview together, right? And then
Yes.
we'll do like the one of the other episodes will be just all 3 of us together, and I'll buy the bigger room. That way we have like more comfy and stuff like that.
I'm also not very good on a mic. I get kind of shy, so.
No, you did good. You're good.
Okay.
Now pass me the mic.
Right, girl. I asked the wrong queen for the first episode.
episode.
But thank you so much for anybody who came and watched us.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Very much.
I'm so excited.
You'll be one of my returning queens.
Yes.
Give us your shout out. Where can we follow you? What can we expect?
You can follow me on the Sasha Slays on Instagram. Just expect some more looks coming soon. My drag's just gonna get bigger and better as the years go on. We just passed 1 year with drag this year, so we finally did a year.
I'm so excited.
I am too.
I really do love like everything you bring. Like from the moment that we started talking, and then I
Yes.
feel like we connected.
And I'm
like,
excited to see what you bring too, Miss Seamstress.
You think so?
Yes.
No one ever hypes me up at S4, so I
yes.
feel like I'm hot shit the whole time, and not in a good way.
The hot cow manure.
That's how it feels, because I love giving compliments
does.
out, because I
Yeah.
feel like people aren't giving compliments out to each other, and I get it. Like if you're in the back, and if someone's reading you, that means they like you, and if they don't read you, that means they don't like you. That does not apply to me. If I read you, that means we're friends. If I don't read you but give you compliments, that means I genuinely like what you're like serving up that day, and I like, because like it's hard, because people say they love you,
Right.
but like you don't know if it's true.
Right. Like you love Sasha, but you don't like love me. You know? Sasha, she's on stage, but you don't know me behind the stage.
And you're such a kind person. You're a Virgo through and through.
Thank you.
But again, thank you for joining me for brunch with Mimosa and our special guest judge, Sasha Slay.
Yes.
So definitely add us on Instagram, follow us. What's that one
Follow
thing?
us.
It's like make sure to click the like and,
follow, subscribe.
and don't forget to hit the notification button so you can know when I randomly upload.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much to everyone who is supporting my new project. It means a lot to me. Help my series get to 50 listeners and more by sharing, liking, commenting, and hitting the notification bell. The podcast episode will be available on Spotify and a video version on YouTube. If you are a local Dallas queen or a queen traveling by and you want to be on the pod, send me a message on Insta at Mimosa Was Taken. Also, follow Sasha, the special guest, at Sasha Slays _1 on Instagram. Thank you so much, and remember, you can watch us perform live at the Roast Room.